Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new video here today, looking into 2022, getting a glimpse of what we could expect with Formula 1 in the new year. We're coming out to the final race this season in Abu Dhabi in the title fight between Verstappen and Hamilton, and once that's over, teams will immediately switch their attention to F1 in 2022. They're going to be doing the young drivers test at Abu Dhabi after the race, and those are going to be using some 2022 mule cars, which are cars that are adapted for next year's regulations and especially next year's tyres. So, you know, the buzz is going to start straight away. We've already seen some inklings about next year's crop of cars. We saw some in real life models at Silverstone, and earlier this year I did some racing with F1 2022 cars on a set of Corsa. You guys seem to really enjoy those videos, so I thought at the end of this year, it's been a long while since we've had those on the channel, we'll come back to them, revisit them, and have a go around Yas Marina. Okay, it is showtime. We've got an F1 2022 car here in a lovely little retro kind of throwback to the 2013 Red Bull days, with even Vettel's helmet on the bottom, you'll see. But it's a 2022 car, Yas Marina. The sun is going down, so this is going to look pretty picturesque. Let's see what this is going to drive like, what this track is going to drive like. If you follow on with the channel before, we've obviously done some racing before at what was, I think we tried Catalonia against some 2020 cars, and then I think we maybe did Spa, but we've never done Yas Marina. Looking pretty awesome here, I must say, with the sunset and the floodlights. I'll leave a link in the description to this track mod, as it's actually come out very nicely. Of course, though, remember, this is the old Yas Marina. But let's just get to grips with this car then. From what I remember, it was a bit loosey-goosey, I think is the best word, you know. A little bit less downforce, but at the same time saying that, it was a lot of fun, I think, you know. The kind of lack of as much rear-end stability was a fun thing, and then definitely chucking this car around is just as fun as it always has been. Right, let's start a lap then and see how this goes into turn one. Pretty late on the brakes, pretty responsive on the front end, actually, to say it's a set of Corsa. A set of Corsa usually has quite a lot of understeer. Good response, actually. It's a bit more responsive than I remember it was at Catalonia, maybe, actually. Obviously, Catalonia, a bit more of a high-speed circuit, so I think that's where you're going to notice the differences between 2022 and this year's crop of cars. I think low speed will be fairly similar in a way. Obviously, visually, this car is very different on the onboard, aggressive from the onboard. You know, we've got these massive tyre deflectors, which hopefully will help with the racing, obviously. Try and push the air and channel the air a bit neatly around the car. And then the rear wing behind us are obviously tilted up to try and chuck dirty air upwards to try and help the racing, all in a bid to help racing. But in terms of the drivability of this thing, yeah, that's what I mean. Little bit loose there on the left and right, and it's very sheepish on the front end. Little bit, you know, left, right, you know, wants to do its own thing through the final bend. Not too bad though, not too bad. Actually, I'm liking it so far. I think I'm getting back up to speed with it, a little bit better maybe than we did at Silverstone. That's also another place where we use this car as well. That was a lot of fun, actually. There was a lot of good racing here. Now, can I go a bit more committed through there? Yeah, flat through there. Okay, finding some confidence already in terms of just, you know, committing to these corners, because, you know, you're not sure sometimes. I'm not sure sometimes. It's a whole different game with all mods. You just never know what you're going to get when you chuck it in. But no, finding some confidence already with the car. And I've got to say, actually, I think it's just a general case of maybe I'm just a bit more used to it now, having played it already a bit before earlier in the year. But now, however, it is time to get into a race. I already feel pretty comfortable with this car, so let's now have a glimpse into the future with a race with a bunch of F1 2022 cars. Not exactly the future we're going to see, because we've got a few fantasy liveries in here, a few familiar names you'll see on the grid entry list, but we're last place, 3 laps. Let's just see what kind of racing we can get. If we can get some good racing around Yas Marina, the old one, the old Yas Marina, I think, you know, we're going to be in for a good one. We've had some great racing already when we tried this car earlier in the year, so let's just hopefully have some more of that. Here we go then to 6 red lights to the future 2022 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. A little glimpse into the future, hopefully. Right, taking it easy into turn 1, because we know how the AI are on this game. But once they've sped up, then it'll actually be a bit of a challenge maybe to actually go racing and, you know, race them. Because I think I've got it at a pretty okay level for the AI. It's also randomized a little bit, so some of these AI are better than others. But now we go down and it just all looks very lovely. I mean, I was going to say, I don't think I said it already, but I think for one, all the liveries look great on this car. Like, I don't think there's going to be a bad livery, hopefully, next year. Maybe I've just jinxed it, but I think you're going to have to work very hard to make an ugly livery for this shape of car, just because it looks just like, you know, if you think about a bedroom poster race car, open wheel race car, I feel like it's this. The rear wing, in my opinion, is a little bit high on this mod, and in real life it probably is going to be a little bit lower and hopefully look a little bit better, but on this mod it's a bit high. But apart from that, you know, it looks just sensational. And we just made a very nice move whilst we're just talking all about that on Norris, Hamilton, Verstappen, Buttons up the road, Gasly. So it's like my team career mode. It's all the gang, the familiar names, as we now close into this Mickey Mouse section. Oh, Button and Gasly making contact. Is that an ominous sign for things to come in my team? As we, I thought I could send one down the inside of Gasly there, but no. Instead, we'll gain on the inside. Pierre, we commit, and we make the overtake. Nicely done. Up into P11. And we can now close up to JB. Good progress on lap 1, I feel. You know, 5 positions on lap 1. Another 5 on the next consecutive ones. And we'll be up there in P1. Just got to be careful of these curbs. And the nature of this this car and circuit combo, you know. Have a loosey-goosey car and then a track like this where the curbs are deadly. It's a recipe for disaster, maybe. We're closing up on JB. Move down the inside. Oh, no, there's been an incident up the road as we take avoiding action on Sainz, who's left parking it, watching everything. Don't know what went on there, but someone clearly had a bit of a moment at turn 1 as we now gain on Ocon in the old Renault livery. Nice throwback. And then you're going to see, look at the livery on this Williams up the road. If you just look closely at the side pod, you may notice a nice little reference to a certain Road to Glory series, maybe, as we're gaining on Ocon. He actually gave us a good fight there, Ocon, to be fair. Came back at us. So now we're gaining. I love these lit up wheel hubs as well, by the way. Really, really nice. But can we go for a move on the Williams? On the inside, there we go. The Colgate, the toothpaste Williams on the outside. Oh, rear end step. Had to catch that. Oh, oi, oi. Nearly made a massive error and span it there. Just about kept it. We'll get Latifi now. DRS open on the outside. Brake as late as I can and dare on the outside. I don't know where he is, because if you look at the bottom left, my mirror is completely blocked by the halo, so that's good. So I can't see if a car's there on my inside. On the left, on the right, it'll have to do. Right, we're gaining on now. Who's this? Ricciardo, and then Sebastian Vettel. Oh, your rear end step in air. My God, that's what I mean by this car's tricky. I think this car is going to be very lively for the drivers driving. I think they're going to have a lot of fun dancing the car. We don't hear that much anymore in Formula 1 commentating, dancing the car around, because they're so planted. But hopefully we will in 2022 as we gain on Ricciardo. At this point, I'm just happy with the podium, to be honest, because we made a bit slower progress on lap 2 there. Can we get Ricciardo into turn 1? It's a ballsy move. Oh, what's the Mercedes doing? Mercedes is slow. Bottas, he gets no luck, virtually or in real life there. He's slow for some reason. Does he have a car issue, I wonder? I don't know. But we're going to go sailing round the outside and catch up to Sebastian Vettel for P4 in what is a very lovely Aston Martin livery. I really hope Aston one day do a livery like this, where they use the kind of wings of the logo on the side pod, because it just works so well. It works so well. But it's a shame if they never do something like that in the future. I guess we'll see. But we want to try and overtake Sebastian if we can. Gaining DRS open now. Gaining a little bit, but not too much in this slipstream, you know. But under braking, can we try gain some time? Oh, we shot it around the outside. Oh, good brake zone from us. Very good brake zone from us. Up into P4, squeeze them out, and now we go chasing after, well, familiar name if you watch Quadrant in the top 3 there in the Quadrant Formula 1 car, and then Alonso and Leclerc up the road. Can we get on the late podium, I wonder? Easy through here. I am actually really, in a way, I'm happy that section's gone at Abu Dhabi. because it really is such a pain in the arse to drive on any game. Instead of Corsa, F1 game by Cody's, any game, just doing that left, right, left is so annoying. Right, hotel, good. Ooh, come on, come on. 2 more corners to go. I think it's going to have to be a last lap lunge, last corner. Oh, can we do it? Sorry, Quadrant. We're going to go down the inside. I've sent it. I pushed him wide. Oh, it's the typical chaos when we race together. But we're up into P3 on the last lap of the GP. Alonso and Leclerc, the top 2. That was actually quite a lot of fun around the old Yas Marina, and the 2022 cars, I mean, visually look amazing out there racing. And then to drive as well, like I said, fun times. I think we're going to have a lot of fun next year on not only the F1 game, but also just in general in real life in Formula 1. The drivers are, we are as fans. It's going to be great, I think. You know, obviously, pinch of salt, it's all on a set of Corsa game that's very old, but from what we've seen of it this year so far in the videos we've done, I'm looking forward to it. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see this again at maybe a different circuit, then do let me know, because you guys seem to enjoy the ones we did earlier in the year. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.